Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Burkeshire Farm. Today is Wednesday, the August 18th. We're back out here on the farm. We're out here, they're out this morning working on the forms for the foundation. And unfortunately there was a little bit of some miscommunication and things kind of got going in the wrong direction. So they're out here and unfortunately they've got to take some of the forms apart and start over again, but they're hoping to get done before the end of the day, hopefully. We've got the plumber coming in tomorrow, hopefully, depending on the weather. I just want to take a minute. I mentioned, I think, a couple other times that my wife and I are actually renting a house in Spring, Texas, where we're staying, and believe it or not, we have been without an air conditioner for now a week as of yesterday. And unfortunately she can't be out here on the farm with me today because she's going to stay there. We've got an air conditioning company coming to update the entire system. It was an old R22 unit that went out, and anyways, it's all being taken care of. They're coming out and installing a new system today, and that's why she had to stay there. But I'm out here on our farm today. I'm going to be doing footage of resetting a lot of the forms, and they're getting this thing ready to hopefully we're going to start pouring some concrete here pretty soon. Again, like I say, we got a plumber hopefully coming out tomorrow. We're going to start getting the plumbing going. All the power is in. I got to start backfilling this trench, and I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you. And as you can see over here, this whole side, they had to remove this whole side. It was about 3 feet off of, like I say, it was just some miscommunication, I guess. I don't know, but this whole area over here, this whole corner, the back corner of the garage, literally was about 3 feet from where it was supposed to be. I wanted to be able to put a 10-foot gate in between the garage and that perimeter fencing right there by that propane tank. And anyways, it all had to be taken down and moved. I think everybody's on the same page now. Might be a little bit noisy on account of the generator. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but this is the corner that I was referencing. This is actually the back corner of our garage, and right here, where this corner was going to be right about here, it was almost all the way over to the tree, and it just wasn't going to work out. So they unfortunately had to remove all of this entire side patio. They had the patio, everything completely installed, but now it had to be taken down and everything's going to be moved correctly. I'm going to take you over here to the other side. Where over here you'll be able to see where it was, where they had started the foundation. You see right in through here, there's almost like a small trench coming down through here. That's where they had it, and as you can see, it needs to be pulled all the way back over to where the string is now, and that will be the front of our front patio. It's going to be a 12-foot by 50-foot covered patio here on the front of the Barndominium, and now the corner's going to be where it's supposed to be. And I think Jackie had mentioned one time already that our plan is, once this is all said and done, all this dirt up here in the front, I'm going to get it all cleaned up and whatnot, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring in regular topsoil and fill, and we're going to just like gradually slant the front here so it'll all be grass. It'll all be grassed in, and that's not just the front here. It's going to go around the entire perimeter. I'm going to bring in fill dirt, and we're just going to slope that off so we can grow grass up all the way around the barn. You know, I gotta say, something that's new to me, and we've just learned it since we come out here to Texas, is this red clay. It's a clay, a 60-40 mixture of clay and I think like gravel and whatnot. We brought in 23 loads of this red dirt here, and I'll tell you what, I'm surprised because this stuff, it really packs hard. And you see here some spots where it just packed in so hard that it's cracked. And I mean, it is just as hard. It's just as hard, almost as asphalt. It's unbelievable how well this dirt packs down. So we're very happy with the pad so far. I mean, they did a really nice job. It's pretty flat, and once all these forms are in, from what I understand, they can continue to level off of the forms, leveling it even closer to the finish than what it is now. Looks like they've got this front form put all back together, and I'm going to take you around over here. And as you can see, now we're lined up where we're supposed to be. Way back over there in the back, I don't know if you can see it back over here, there's a red and white T-post, as well as another red and white T-post right here in front of us, right here. That was the initial straight line that we wanted our patio to go by. And as you can see by the way the dirt is, I think I showed you once before, right here, how all that's been trenched previously. Well, that was the line they had before, and this is the line that it was supposed to be here. So we're back over where we belong. It's going to shift the whole one side of this house about 3 feet. As you can see, it's probably a good, well, yeah, about 3 feet away from the property line over here to my right. That's where we wanted it initially, and that's where they've got it set up now. So I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased to start seeing this come together the way that we had anticipated. All right, well, that, and I got some good news saw some good news when I got out here this morning. I believe we did a little video where when we had the electricity put in, the electric company came out, did all the installation of the line, turned the power on, everything was great. But then we looked up at the top of the post up by the transformer, and they didn't install the rain head portion of the conduit. And I got on the phone, and of course, after talking to probably 12 different people, all I could get out of them is, well, we'll send somebody out to take a look at it. Well, I explained to them it was here on the site. It only would take maybe a minute to put it on. I don't understand why the guy didn't put it on, but we got good news. Got out here this morning, it's been installed, so now it's completely done. Power's back on, and I can start filling in this trench. I just thought I'd bring you over here to the other side. This would be the other side of our front patio. As you can see, we got it all nice and straight. This looks good. Looks very good. This front corner here, just like I say, this is the front patio. It's a 12 by 50 patio. And the corner of the house right here, this corner where this next T-post is, this is where the wall of the house is going to be. Then this would be the spare bedroom. There's a bathroom in between them, a second bathroom in between. Then this would be, over on this corner is Jackie's crafts room. It's again another bedroom that's, I believe, about a 12 by 13. This one's a little bit bigger. I think this is 12 by 14. And this T-post that you see sitting here, right down in here, right there, that marks this wall. And I don't know if you can see that string running down through there. That's going to be this wall. And like I mentioned, this gentleman here standing on the back patio, Over this back patio is another 12 by 33. You can see what they're doing now is they're going all the way around the perimeter, and they're putting these boards like this. You can tell if they're all on an angle. They're like braces. Get over here. There you go. You can see a little bit better now. You can see how they're all on an angle. All the way around, they're bracing that form so that when the concrete comes in, the weight of the concrete won't push that out. And you can see they go all the way down through here. They're all down this side to create a support for that form. Well, he just showed me with this tape measure that we were off a little bit. I thought the 50 foot was right there at the red T-post. I don't know if you can see the string, but the string is right about there. Right there about the end of that 2x6 is actually 51 foot 11 inches. So they're square. It looks good. And now we sight down this front side, and they've got all of the pieces on the side here at an angle, forcing that, either this way or that way, and they've got it running right down that yellow string, just as straight as can be. Really looks good. Okay, everyone, the concrete guys just left. And they got them all done, all the way around. It's ready for the plumber to come in tomorrow. And with all the forms where they are, it's a little bit, maybe, I don't know, a little bit easier to see how things are going to go. They did a pretty nice job. I kind of felt bad because there was some miscommunication, and like I'd mentioned before, he did come out and make it right. Everything is nice and square. It's where we want it to be. I have intentions of putting a screen room from this corner. It's going to be a screened in porch all the way over to about, I don't know, I think I might leave about 10 feet and bring the screen room back. And this will all be screen room here, and then out here will be for the barbecuers. I got quite a few barbecuers and a smoker and whatnot that I'm going to have back here where we can do our barbecuing. But this is our backyard. This is the yard that Jackie likes to mow on a regular basis. It's also the yard that we're going to fence in for our dogs. A nice big open area back here for them, as well as there's a very good possibility that out here off the front porch, we'll also fence in a certain portion of this area out here off the front porch, where the dogs can also be able to run out in this area over here as well. That's kind of the plan, but I'm very happy. We definitely made some progress today. Weather forgiving, we're gonna have a plumber out here tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Thank you, and God bless.